Hi everyone, welcome to my bikepacking trip to Ireland, day 3. As you can see on the left, just passing the distillery again, and today's trip is to Newbridge, where I grew up. I was actually born in Limerick and lived there till I was about 10, and then we moved to Newbridge from 10 till whenever I left Ireland and moved to England basically. But so today's journey is a relatively short one, 35 miles, something like that. It's actually 37.53 miles to be precise. And it goes along the Kilbeggan branch of the Grand Canal. The Kilbeggan branch is actually dry, and then when you get onto the Grand Canal, then it's back to being a water-based canal. And then onto the Curragh Plains, and then to what is my hometown, Newbridge. Right, time to hit the road and let's see how we get on. I guess this is the very start of the dry canal and a big warehouse. The canals obviously, or the barges obviously, came in here, turned around, loaded up with whiskey and dropped off whatever they needed to drop off, and then took Kilbeggan whiskey back to Dublin or Limerick along the Shannon, and then to the rest of the world, or wherever else it was going. We've just left the Ballycommon Kilbeggan Canal Greenway, which was opened in May 2023, so just over a year ago. So that's been quite good. I suppose if that was a dry canal, is this a wet canal, or is a canal by definition just wet anyway? But I'll leave you with that thought while I pedal on. Next stop, Daingean, which my sister also used to live there, so and actually I think my nephew commutes along here to some of his Gaelic football games as well, so yeah, back on the road. I've just arrived at Daingean, so this is in County Offaly, more or less in the middle of the country, and it's now time to hit the roads, go across some of the bogs, leave the Grand Canal and head to the Curragh Plains. So quick refreshments I think, and then hit the road. I've just come through Daingean and I'm now approaching the Curragh Plains, and you can tell by the wooden fences either side we're now in stud farm country. This is the home of the Curragh Racecourse, the Irish Derby, and that's where the Aga Khan has got a stud here. So some of the finest racehorses in the world have basically been brought here to either train or to be bred. And it's Short grass country is the nickname for it, but that's actually because of the sheep eating everything on it. So that certain farmers are allowed to have their sheep on the land, and also it's a glacial outwash plain. The more romantic story about it is that St. Bridget basically approached a nobleman and said, "Oh, can I have as much land as my cloak can cover?" And she put, and the nobleman said, "Yeah, that's fine, don't worry." So she put the cloak down, and the cloak spread all over the Curragh Plains, and she ended up with all of this land then for, that's the legend anyway. But yeah, this is where I grew up. This is kind of my hometown. On the right hand side, you might not see it, is the Curragh Camp. So that's one of the largest army barracks in Ireland. Originally British barracks. I think there's now 7 different barracks in there for the Irish Defence Forces. And on the left here is actually where Shergar was stolen. Well, kidnapped and stolen. I think they've later found him somewhere in Kerry, basically. I don't think the ransom was paid or anything. But yeah, that's it. Today's journey to an end. I'm off to see a very good friend of mine and his family. It's almost like my second mum and dad, basically, so I think I'll get spoiled this evening. And yeah, looking forward to catching up with people in Newbridge for the evening before tomorrow's travel down to Enniscorthy in the southeast of Ireland. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon.